Hello and welcome to another day on Cornwall Pocket Farm, where I try and figure out how to live sustainably on 300 square metres in the city. Today is quite different than normal. You remember that I mentioned in my last video that I basically put on this channel anything that I just do and anything that sort of comes along and I fancy. Well, today I'm going to try and fix my clock. So I bought this alarm clock a number of years ago now, and I bought it second hand. I think it's really pretty. I love this little alarm clock. It's so cute. And I really like the noise it makes, the ticking sound. It's just that background noise when I go to sleep, and I like it. But it's broken. It doesn't work. I don't know if you can hear. No ticking. But usually if I turn it on its face and I give it a bit of a shake, which is probably not a great thing to do to clocks, it starts ticking. It's been ticking all morning because I gave it a bit of shake and I put it down on its face, and it's been ticking. But of course a clock isn't ideal if you can't see the time. So I thought, what are the options really? Well, I could sell the clock, and if I put it on Trade Me second hand, oh, and by the way, it's missing a knob. So there's a knob back here, which is the knob that you set the alarm time with, and it's missing. Hopefully you can see that. There's supposed to be a knob there. Well, that knob sets the alarm time, but it doesn't really bother me because I generally get up at the same time every day anyway, so I don't really have a need to set it at a different time. And if in a particular rare occurrence I need to get up at a different time, I use my phone. So most of the time this is perfectly just sat there on this time, and it doesn't matter that there's no knob. But if I was going to put this on Trade Me, which is our sort of like our eBay, realistically I'm not going to get very much money for it. And then of course I've got to find myself a new clock that does work. So that's one option. I could sell this and buy another clock. The other option of course is that I could try and get this fixed. Well, I looked online at the local sort of watch clock menders, and it's going to cost me $100 just for them to look at it. Not do the repair or anything like that, just for them to look at it, it's going to cost me $100. So that's not really an option either. So, oh, it's ticking. Can you hear? Oh no, it stopped again. Here we go. See, face down, it does actually tick, but you can't read the dial, so it's not much use as a clock really. Put it the right way up, and it stopped. I've done a bit of research online. This diamond brand made in China is not thought very highly of in horology circles. Apparently horology is the mending and study of clocks. So in horology circles, not very highly thought of. So yeah, basically it's not really worth anything, and the only thing it's worth is the fact that it's my clock and I like it. So I have decided to, after watching a number of YouTube videos, going down a rabbit hole last night on YouTube and watching all these videos about mending clocks, I've decided to give it a go myself. Bear with me, this is my reasoning. At the moment, I have a clock that doesn't work. If I try and fix it and I can't put it back together again, I will still have a clock that doesn't work. I'm not going to be taking anything away from the world of horology based on the fact that it's a pretty rubbish clock, and at the least it will give me a little bit of entertainment. I might learn something, and I still have a pretty clock that I can sit somewhere as an objet d'art, and if I can't get the bits back inside, then I also end up with some neat little cogs and interesting bits and pieces that I could do some other creative thing with. The best scenario is that I get it back together and I give it this clean that I see that people do online, and it works. That would be the best outcome. But as far as I can tell, I can't really see a downside to giving this a go myself. I have gathered together a few tools that are from around the place, so I'm not spending any money on this. One of the key things I thought would be useful was actually to video it from several different angles, and then when it all falls apart and I have springs flying everywhere, at least I have the video footage that I can look back on and see, hopefully, fingers crossed, how it started life and how to put it back together again. Hopefully with that information, plus the information from the videos on YouTube, I can give it a crack. The first thing to do is to remove these screws at the back. Now they're actually quite big screws, I've only got a little screwdriver. They come away. Let me get my tin. So I want to try and keep everything together so that it doesn't, I don't lose bits. Now it's ticking now. Ticking again because it's on its face, lovely. Okay, so those are the screws out. Now from what I can tell, these come off. Oh yeah, that one comes off. That's going clockwise. That comes off. Now what about that? I need to look at a video for that because that doesn't seem to come off, but I can get the back plate off, which is great. Don't know what that does. Oh well, it's a thing. Don't know what it does. It doesn't seem to be on any of the other videos, so I don't know what that is. Now it is definitely going and doing its thing. It looks a lot like the videos, which is good. Yes, the feet I think have to come off because they hold the movement in. Now it looks like we have to take this one. This is quite a big screwdriver. This, I might not have a... this little screwdriver, that's not going to be big enough. I'm going to need a bigger screwdriver for that. Oh, that came off very easily. Yeah, that's all looks like the pictures looked. All the videos I've seen so far had that little piece inside. So that goes like that in there. That goes like that. Right. Technically, I think this should come out now. No, because that ring, there's a ring there that's going to get in the way, isn't there? I wonder if there is a... Oh yeah, I can just sort of lever it off, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's the ring off. I am just going to take this out. Okay, so looking at it, all the cogs do seem to be brass, or metal at least. They're not plastic. On some of these that I saw, they were plastic, and these are not plastic, so that's better. It's got a 77008 on the plate there, made in China. Yeah, it stopped again. So I think what I'm supposed to do is take these hands off. I think you're supposed to just take these off with your nails. I think they just pull off. Yes. Oh, ow. Maybe you're supposed to have stronger nails than I've got. Ow. That is quite hard to get off. That's got a sort of a split ring thing on it. I wonder if I can prise it off. Oh no, that wasn't good. That pushed that down. I don't want to push that down, do I? No. I wonder if I can pull it off like with pliers, whether that... Aha! What I'm going to do is just get a tea towel for the face. I think now what I can do is take off this back piece here. So hopefully that bit should come off. And it does. Let us try getting this piece off now. Okay, so I think I'm going to stop there for now because I need to research this knob. Does it pull off? Because if so, I can get some pliers and give it a yank. Okay, so I have looked online and this does seem to be a pull fit. Brute force maybe. I hate brute force, but I think that may be how it comes off, and it does. Yes, okay, so that's off. Now the other thing is I need to get into the face, I think. I have just tried and got that one off. But it's quite hard. This is cardboard. It's only a bit of paper and I don't want to damage it. So I'm not quite sure whether these are supposed to bend up. They don't seem to want to bend up very much. But yeah, I gotta try not to do it so I damage my hand or the movement at the back. Okay, so I got that off and I've now loosened these tabs a little bit, so hopefully it should be easier to get it back in. So that is the mechanism, and I think it looks quite good. I mean, my expert opinion in my half an hour of being a horologist looks like that, you know, it looks in one piece. I mean, yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything obviously falling out or not in the right position. The clock is obviously dirty. My hands are quite filthy. So I'm going to take it apart and have a go at cleaning it. I think that's the way to go. But I just need to do a little bit more research this evening, I think. I've done all the bits that I feel confident taking apart by common sense. And now I think I want to go back to YouTube, have another little look and see what happens next. The next thing I think I need to do is release these springs down, because if I take this top off, it's going to all fly about. Hopefully you can see, looking at this here, that there are these little, there's this little clip here, and there's one on the other side as well, just there. And I need to basically hold those slightly out of the way, but gently let these springs down. So I'm going to need one of the little winder knobs to do that, to hold on to this spring, because there's quite a lot of tension on it. Holding on to this, I think I can just, if I release it, I think that sort of pulls out the way, and then I can start to just release it sort of a couple of teeth at a time is the sort of the approach I'm going with, because it's really quite strong. I'm surprised at how strong it is actually. There are much better videos online, I'm sure, about this, but I actually had trouble finding one. So the next thing to do is to take these little bolts off, I think. I want to keep it flat so all these gears don't fall off. So I keep it a bit flatter. Well, that's the alarm one just gone. That is coming off with it. Oh, I didn't take the mainspring off. Oh, that was silly.
Oh dear.
Should have done that.
Well, it's the hairspring. So
The hairspring. So I should have done that first, I think, shouldn't I? There should be, yes, there's a little pin there that needs to come out, which I didn't take out, this pin. That is the little pin, which I'm going to put in there. Which way around does it go? Okay, pointy end in, fat end out. Get my head in because it's got to come. It is in here. Is it in there?
yeah, it goes all the way through. Yeah.
Okay, that bit is off. Let's take it apart if we can. I think this bit comes out pretty simply. Bit comes out next. This bit
Don't touch the...
can come out now. So that can't come out. Well, that comes off. Okay, that comes off like that. We need to release this one, I think. Somehow, see if we can... This could be, mind your eyesight, this could be bad. But I think somehow, yeah. That's the mainspring out. Woo, okay. So those are the bits I was really scared about. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's the bit underneath. Okay, something came out underneath. This bit, oh, that's the little clock dial. That came out underneath. And it has a washer. Oh, that one will come out now. Yeah, there are things on... Oh, that does come out now. Okay, good. Let's have a look at the other side. I think that's everything from there, isn't it? Quite dirty in here. I now have another bowl because I wanted to have a different bowl for a different side. So that... Oh, I've seen this before, and that doesn't come off because it's... You push it on, it's really hard to get it off. So I'm not actually going to take that one off, I don't think. This bit has a washer. There's a washer now, a little gold washer. There. And it's gone on in a concave down. And then this can come off. And then underneath is another little
that's as
cog.
grubby as anything. Grubby
as anything. Okay, this one then also comes off. Right. Let's stop. I think it's all apart. Now the big trick is, can we get it back together again?
Well, actually cleaning the bits.
Oh yeah, clean the bit, but I'm more concerned about getting it back together again.